occult, which again is one of the most dramatic changes in society in the Western world since World War II. And in verses 8 and 9, he says, "Now as Jannes and Jambres resisted Moses," those are the magicians of Egypt that resisted Moses. And remember, they were practitioners of the occult. If you read the story, Moses threw his rod down and it became a snake. But Pharaoh wasn't too impressed. He said, "I'll see what my magicians can do." And they came along, threw their rods down, and they became snakes. Can you believe that? Satan can give people power to perform certain miracles. But the difference, which I always appreciate, was that Moses' snake ate up the snakes of the Egyptians. So at the end of that session, Moses' rod was thicker and stronger, and the magicians had no rods left. But let's be clear, the battle was not on the level of theology, it was on the level of power. And that's where it's going to be as this age closes. You're not going to win the battle with theological statements. You're going to have to demonstrate a power that is greater than the power of the enemy. And then a little further on, in verse 13 of that chapter, Paul says, "But evil men and impostors will grow worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived." Now, I've had the privilege of studying Greek since I was 10 years old. And I'm qualified to teach it at university level. That doesn't mean I'm always right, but it entitles me to my opinion. And I will give you my opinion about this word impostors. It's really enchanters. I've looked in 3 different Greek lexicons, and all of them say the same. Now, why do people enchant? What does that speak about? Magic, witchcraft, sorcery. That's what it means. Evil men and practitioners of the occult will grow worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. In other words, one of the major features of this period is an explosion of the occult. So we have the deterioration of human character, a lot of nominal Christianity that doesn't exhibit its power, and an explosion of the occult. All of those are very distinctive features of the days in which we live. And they're all in one way or another opening the way and preparing the way for the Antichrist. And then we turn right to the end of the New Testament, to Revelation chapter 22, and we read verses 10, 11, and 12. The angel said to John the Revelator, "Do not seal the words of the prophecy of this book," that's the book of Revelation, "for the time is at hand. He who is unjust or unrighteous, let him be still unrighteous. He who is filthy, let him be still filthy. He who is righteous, let him be still righteous," or let him go on doing righteousness. "He who is holy, let him be still holy." Or you could say, still more holy, still more righteous, still more unrighteous, still more wicked. In other words, it's the parting of the ways. The righteous are getting more righteous, and the wicked are getting more wicked. Again, it's that climate of permissiveness that restrains nothing. People are not restrained by outward pressures of social opinion and standards. So everybody is free to do